Hey everyone, so I have another Jacqueline Wilson book to talk to you about today, and this is The Dare Game, which is of course another Tracy Beaker book. And as you can tell, this is the old style cover. It's been revamped since then, but I quite like this one still. And in this one, Tracy has quite a lot going on. Since the last book, she's been fostered by Cam. She is living with Cam, and things are alright. She's not exactly happy with the fact that Cam's not exactly buying her designer clothes and things, but she's fine with it. But Tracy Beaker is not having a good time at school. So she bunks off of school and she spends a lot of time in this house as a squatter. There's nobody living there. And she meets two friends when she's there. One's kind of a little bit like Peter, he's a bit weedy, and one's very tough and rough. So together they're kind of... Tracy falls nicely in the middle with her personality, if I'm honest. But obviously bunking off is not a good thing, so that does cause some problems anyway, which is a nice moral little bit to it there. But that's not Tracy's biggest problem. Tracy's mother actually turns up. Now, if you're not familiar with the story of Tracy Beaker, Tracy she lived in a care home. She's now fostered by Cam, as I said. And her mother was unfit to look after her, and she always longs for her mother to come back, to come and take her away so they can live together. And now her mother's back. And I would just like to say, first of all, I'm not happy that her mother came back. I liked the concept that her mother didn't technically exist, the fact that she'd never show up. I liked that. So when she came back, I was kind of like, not really happy about that, but I made do with it. But now Tracy's like, well, I want to go and live with my mother, especially since her mother was buying her expensive gifts. She bought her posh chocolates, and she bought her a designer t-shirt and a really expensive China doll, and all these really expensive gifts to start off with. But Tracy's also living with Cam, and she likes living with Cam, and she likes Cam, and she doesn't really want to leave Cam. So she has this dilemma: does she live with Cam, or does she try and work this out with her mother? And even if she chooses her mother, will that actually work, or will that fall through? There's a lot of questions and a lot for Tracy to handle, and you know, no matter what decision she makes, there's always going to be a problem one way or the other. And it's all about what is she going to do in the end, and whatever she chooses, is it going to be for the best? So it's a really nice story there. It also, as with any other Jacqueline Wilson book, she writes about problems that kids are going through. And this is obviously something children are going to be going through, unfortunately. Another thing I like about this is the fact that, once again, it's got a purpose to be written. Tracy Beaker ran away when she was supposed to be at school and bought a purple notebook from a stationery shop and started to write it as a diary in the stationery shop. It's not laid out like a diary. You can see there. It's got proper chapters though, which makes a change. And it is really good. Definitely one of my favourite Jacqueline Wilson books, but not one of my favourite Tracy. I'm very stern with that. Not one of my favourite Tracy Beaker books, but one of my favourite Jacqueline Wilson books, yeah. So if you haven't read it, give it a read. You will enjoy it. But please feel free to leave comments on this or anything else. And that's it for just now. So I'll see you all next time. Bye.